Hello, watchers and viewers and subscribers and likers and commenters. Welcome to the video. We got a small group out here, Thursday night training at ADVMX Park here in good old Austin, Texas. We're working on going through braking bumps, braking back and low with your head. Okay, lowering center of gravity, and then just feeling comfortable using both brakes in braking bumps. The bumps aren't that big, but relatively speaking from what we're usually dealing with, they are bigger than normal, so we're taking advantage of that. And yeah, we're just trying to get some good training in tonight. Track's a little dusty, but they left it unprepped for us, nice and rough. So we're gonna see what we can do here. Good luck, Nicholas, on your race, bud. I'll flip this thing around for a minute. Hi, guys. So we're hitting these bumps here. Okay. He sat down a little early. We're gonna have to bump these guys up a notch. Hey guys, if you don't mind, if you're watching this, can you give it a like for me? If you don't mind, that's gonna help us get more people on here. The old YouTube algorithm. Appreciate it. I see it going up. Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the likes. All right, I'm going to stop and we're going to work on a couple little things here. Maybe this will help you guys at home, too, when you're listening to this stuff. I didn't get ran over last time. That was Cody. But I have been ran over. I'd be lying if I said that I haven't. What's up, Brazil? Right. There, now he's getting smart. He's putting his bike in the ruts. Oh, Will I Am's here. Okay. All right, well, ignore the phone. Best you can. What's up, William?
Hey, Tyler.
How's it going? Where were you Tuesday?
I was sick.
Sick of what?
Riding, obviously.
Cold.
Sick of riding. Sick of being
I'm never
cold?
sick of riding. I always want to be here.
Okay, that's good enough answer for me. So we're working these braking bumps, braking heavy in these braking bumps. And then the last thing is putting your head real low, right? So butts back, obviously. We already know how to do that. But what I'm seeing with a lot of the guys these days is the head's coming up right when we're moving our weight back. Okay, so did that feel better when you got lower? It looked better. It looked like you tied that into that rut a lot better, a lot more consistent. Marcelo, feel a little better?
Yeah, I just felt like I had to, when I got to, right there, I feel like I just had to move in quickly.
Sure. How did it feel for you? Okay. So I believe that everyone was moving in the right direction as far as getting the head a little lower while they were braking, but I do want a little more speed coming in. Okay, I want it to be just right on the edge of I'm in control and I'm not. Okay, and I don't mean out of control where you whiskey throttle off the berm, but I mean out of control to the point where you may go past the rut. Okay, because right now all you guys are coming in with just enough speed to tie into that rut nice and smoothly. Like I said before, not concerned about the rut, concerned about this 20 feet right here and what that looks like. And the fact that if we can get you guys a little more used to hitting these bumps back and low, that it's gonna hopefully translate to when we go racing, because every track has braking bumps that we're racing at. Okay, so let's do that one more time. William, you take it slow this session. We're just doing this loop. Okay, I don't want you riding the whole track. It's gonna cut in right where they're cutting in. I just want you to do the loop, but take it slow, and then work what we just started when you start to feel warmed up.
All right, I'll be back. I have to ask my mom something real quick.
You have to ask your mom something.
She has to go get gas, and I want her to leave the water here.
Okay, go get your This is gonna be on YouTube for you to watch over. You guys should watch yourselves on the lives when you're done so you can see what you're actually doing. You may think you're doing something and it may not be what you think. You can go back and watch and see what you're actually doing. So I'll try to get good footage of you guys coming through here. All right, and we're back. Got this sweet hat on. It's getting warm here in Texas. All right, we're trying to get some good footage of these guys coming through these bumps pretty fast. All right, now let's scoot back here. It's a little close. All right, he could come in with a little more speed, I think. A little faster, a little faster, a little faster. All right, missed him. Thanks, Rex. All right, drive it in there, drive it in there. A little slow for Trip. A little slow for Trip. Hey, if you guys are watching this, if you don't mind liking this video, that would help us big time. Thank you. Alright, so we know what's going on with Trey there. He's got to get his butt back and lower. Okay. Oh, goodness, that was sketchy. Overshot it a little bit. Alright. Indonesia. That was a little better. We just needed you to do the signal. Scotland. Thank you, Leo. Alright, alright. Come on, Marcello. Yeah, little guy did look pretty good. There you go. That was pretty good. Sitting down way too early. Let's see what else we got here. Alright. I don't know Jeff Walker, really. You think we should do a collab video together? Jeff Walker and the MX Factory? I think that'd be cool. I'm gonna stop these guys. Alright, there he goes. Huh?
How'd I do?
I think you were doing pretty good. You were sitting down way too early though. Okay. We'll go through the mix here. We'll go through. So William, your intensity was good. Okay, you were coming in pretty fast. Did you feel like you were?
I think I was coming a little too fast, so I almost got my feet bounced off a little bit.
Yeah, well, so what you got to do is kind of put pressure into your ankles and let the heels drop a little bit. Okay, at least the left one, and then put some pressure into your peg with your heel on the other one where the brake is. So kind of let your body weight go into your feet. Okay, that's going to keep your feet planted. Yeah. And then you got to get your head a little lower. Same goes for you, Trey. So what I want is head lower. Well, head can't go lower forward. Head's got to go lower like this. So butt's got to go back, hips got to go back, then head comes down. You don't want head to go forward. You want head come straight down. So you want your head to be just right behind the handlebars. Whereas a couple times when you came in, the head came low, it kind of went like you were giving it gas, almost like you were leaning onto the front of the bike, and that put too much weight on the forks, so then it starts to kind of get unsettled. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Marcella, I think the form was pretty dang good. I just think that it needs a little more intensity. And how you tried to wheelie over that bump that one time, if you actually picked the front end up and went on over it, it'd be way smoother. Like you were just kind of not committed all the way to it, so you hit the bump and it kind of kicked you. if you just committed and wheelied over it, that's going to give you the momentum that you want coming in, and it'll make that first part smoother.
I'm gonna try going in.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's there, might as well.
That's what I'm doing.
We're doing what?
Huh?
Turn out the outside, inside?
You know, I'm worried about here, but you can challenge yourself with whatever you want to do in the turn. Okay, I'm worried about here. So this is what I'm. Here, can you hold this?
Mm-hmm.
Just point it towards these guys.
Wrong way.
So don't point it at you. Turn it around.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
He was taking a video of himself. You're famous on the internet now. If you were trying to not let people find you, you've been found. So what we're looking at here is a major break in the hips. So you guys will work on standing, breaking at the hips with the flat back. Now it's like, is our mobility good enough to let us do this? So if you find that when your butt's going back, your hips going back, that your hips are having to turn under to get back, that lets you know that your hamstrings, the back of your legs, are really too tight. Okay, you've definitely got to work on your mobility back there. But if you can keep the back flat all the way through, which it kind of hurts me, so just so you know, this isn't easy for anyone. But if you can keep the back flat and get it low and back, and then bring the head down in like more of a straight line instead of going forward or going back, the head's just going to go down, okay? And weight's going to go back, so we're still stabilizing the bike through the middle, right? So the suspension's working together rather than it being heavy weight on one or the other. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So lower body's going to weight the back, counter the heavy braking that you're doing, head's coming down the middle to make sure our bike's working in sync, and then we'll worry about the turn. Okay, listen, one more time. Don't worry about the turn yet. Worry about this part. Okay?
Here we go.
Let's try it again. Thank you. Thank you. Isn't that right, Marcelo? Marcelo's got the flyest looking gear. Hey, Marcelo, I'll give you a little shout out. Marcelo sells shoes. So if you need hot shoes, that's your plug. Are we getting any comments there? I don't even know if he's touching his back brake that much. Let's see here. Can you backflip? There we go. That was better. Do you see that? That was what we're looking for. There you go, Trip. Nice. Oh, that's my least favorite thing in the world to watch. All right. Thanks, Ethan. Oh! I guess he didn't get the memo on spacing out. Consistently scaring the crap out of this. Well, there's a lot of space there. Hi. How's it going? You guys sit tight. I'm about to pull these guys off. Give them one more round here. Ethan, are you in Texas anywhere? alarm off. Yeah, you're standing a little further, I think, huh?
Yeah.
How'd it feel?
Okay.
Better? How'd that one feel?
You have to learn how to space out.
Yeah, space
You're
out.
gonna kill
I was
someone.
in front of. I started out first.
What?
He's out of breath.
No, because I'm trying my hardest. Because I missed Tuesday. I'm gonna go twice as hard tonight.
2 times as hard.
Yeah.
2x. That's what we should change your number to. 2x. So we got a couple more that are gonna join in. Okay, so you guys are gonna have to be extra cognitive about thinking about where you're going and spacing out, right? Okay, they're gonna be running the outside of this, so they're not gonna be going to the inside ruts. In fact, if you guys wanted to warm up on the whole track, that may be better. That way you get a little under your belt before you jump into any of this drill work. Okay, but just know that they're cutting on the track over there and off right there too.
Okay.
So whenever you're around riders coming down that straightaway, just make sure your eyes are up. That way you know where they're coming on. We don't have any problems. The track is rough and it has ruts because they didn't box blade it from last night. So just make sure you take it nice and easy and don't get frustrated if the track becomes frustrating, because it will for a minute. So, but you'll get used to it. Be all good. I'm live on YouTube, so if you wonder why I'm holding my phone oddly like this. Do you guys need some water or break or gas or anything? Or are you good?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good? Trayvon? Trayvon Trip? Good, good, perfect. Well, I say we go through another round of it, and what I encourage is that you guys just each time push it a little more. Push it a little more until you're like, oh, okay, there's my limit. I don't know that any of you guys have found your limit yet, okay?
Yes,
Remember, your brakes are there to be used. You can hit them harder and slow down more. Like Trey, you could use the back brake more, and it's gonna slow you down quicker, which in turn gives you the opportunity to give it more gas coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, so just find that fine line of where you're at and your being comfortable in that braking. You know what I mean? So like, figure out where your limit is and then back it a notch in and then make that consistent. Right now, I don't think we're to our limits.
Yes, sir.
Head down, hips back, okay? Your head could come a lot lower,
Oh.
okay? All right, let's do it. There's an 85 right there. Tyler Smith. Hey, hey! Keep your eye out. Both brakes. We do stuff outside of Texas, yes. We do stuff outside of Texas. Hey, if you guys are watching, if you don't mind liking this, that'd be great, if you already haven't. GC was that Honda. It was a 450X. Good luck, Ethan. Thanks, Tyler. There we go, a little better. Uh-oh, we got low battery. Alright, that's looking a little better. Jesse, we're in Austin, Texas, and the training really depends on what you do. You have to shoot us an email off our website. Yeah, it's a trail bike arm pump. My phone's gonna die, Tyler. That's the bottom line. I don't have a charger. I think one finger on the front brake. Space out! Space out! Good. How's it going, Lucas? There's the limit. There you go. There we go. All right. Let's see. Any questions on here? Yeah. Pull these guys off.
He's pulling his left foot almost off the peg. That's why he's kicking out that way.
I don't think that's it. I think he's doing that after he gets in the air. He's trying to be cool. How are you supposed to ride dirt bikes and not try to be cool? It's impossible. I think it's a great bike. Good? Coming in a little faster that time, huh? You guys got to space out. It's not a race.
I know, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can.
Well, go fast on the other side of the track rather than, you know what I mean? Like, just get in your own zone. It's hard to learn when you're breathing down someone's back or when they're breathing down yours, right? Because you're worried about them more than you're worried about what you're doing. How was that, Trey?
Pretty good.
Give me some feedback. So what I'm noticing is one thing, but I want to know what you're feeling.
I feel like I'm going slower in the corner when I do that. When I try to go lower.
Do you think that's because you're not comfortable? Do you think that's because you're getting a little out of shape here?
I mean, I just feel like I'm not used to it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Here's what I'm seeing, and this is why I'm preaching this all the time, is that when you're training, you should do it at 50%, unless you're doing a drill that's specific. So what I've noticed, we'll let these guys, well, they're stopping, okay? What I've noticed is that I'm telling you guys to kick it up a notch, and then you start to miss the moves a little bit, right? Like you'll miss your shift and not shift until the middle of the turn, which I saw you do a couple times, William, right? Or the position the turn comes up on you too fast, so you don't necessarily have time to set up correctly and have a nice smooth middle of the turn, which I know we're not super concerned about the turn right now, but what I want you guys to recognize is the fact that when we push real hard, even when we're trying to learn, the mistakes start to show themselves, right? So we've got to always think about that when we're riding. Perfect execution in the bubble of what we are capable of is how we really get better. When you have all the dads that are like faster, 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 a couple of them aren't here tonight, so I can talk crap about them. Not that I wouldn't do it to their face. The result of that is big mistakes, okay? Racing or just practicing. If you can understand the true concept of when I'm training to get better technically, the speed just surprises you and shows up one day. We got a couple guys in the group can testify that that's the truth, right? And then every time we up the technique and we stay in that realm of our comfortability, because now I told you guys to go push it a little bit and it was a mess, right? Half the time we were in the rut, half the time we weren't. We'd sit down early, we'd sit down late. There was no consistency with that. So that, just like with any training in any sport, you train high intensity days and then you train low intensity technique days, and those should be separate, right? So I just want you guys to recognize that when you're coming in, what the result of me pushing you a little bit was at the end of the day. And if you were to do that all the time, you're not necessarily getting technically better, you're just getting more comfortable being a little out of control. Which is why you see a lot of fast riders are a little out of control a lot. Okay? So if you guys just stick to the, when you're riding around the track, if you've got something in your brain that you know you're not great at, if you can slow down and think about that, you can get really, really good. Okay? Let's go get a little gas, a little snack, a little water. We'll be back here in 5. And you guys stay, I'll get you guys lined out. Alright, we're gonna get to the real work here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to this, I don't even know how you're watching, but if you're not, please subscribe, like, do all the fun stuff. We'll have a video out, Friday fails for you guys this week, so keep eyes peeled.